Hello everyone, this is Haotian. I'm glad to present Notable on-the-fly assistant for data storytelling in computational notebooks. On behalf of our research team from the Hong Kong University of Science and Technology, Microsoft Research Asia, and Zhejiang University. Computational notebooks like Jupyter Lab and Observable have been widely used by data workers. Their interleaved display of results and code fits the fast iteration of data analysis. Whenever there are some analytical results in notebooks, users often need to share them with their team or clients. However, it is never easy to create data stories from the results. According to our interviews with data workers, a typical workflow is to export data in notebooks first. Then they select, document, and sometimes annotate the interesting findings in note-taking applications like OneNote. Finally, they organize the findings into slides using presentation tools like PowerPoint. As we can see, the workflow involves multiple steps and tools. It introduces an unnecessary workload of transferring findings and may lead to distractions. Though some tools have been proposed to address the challenge, they have drawbacks. NB-Convert directly converts the notebooks to slides, as the GIF shows. It does not support creating well-formatted slides. A recent tool, NB2Slides, generates slides according to fixed templates after finishing the analysis. It does not support the iteration between exploration and data storytelling, which frequently happens in practice. To address the challenges, we present Notable, an on-the-fly assistant for data storytelling in computational notebooks. We hope to help users create data stories along with data exploration. Before introducing technical details, let's first see how Notable helps Dora explore a car sales dataset and prepare her presentation. Dora plans to report BMW sales in a team meeting. First, she inspects the relationship between time and sales of BMW. Notable illustrates three facts about difference, trend, and turning point, respectively, in a plot widget. Dora scans through the illustrated facts. She adds the trend and the turning point of sales as an overview of her story for presentation. She wonders if the year 2009 is a turning point for all brands. The thought is confirmed by a new line chart of all brands. She also notices a similar trend in the chart. She adds two facts about all brand sales to her story. Then she adjusts the sequence of facts according to fact types. Next, she inspects 2009, the turning point, in detail. She first checks the sales of different categories. Notable shows categories of the maximum and the minimum sales. Dora adds both facts since the unbalanced distribution is worth reporting. Then she explores the relationship between model and sales. Notable suggests Z4 is the model with the lowest sales. Dora adds the fact into her story as well. Then she reads her story in the organization panel. She notices the arrangement of facts follows a drill-down pattern and feels satisfied. Furthermore, she comes with a question. Do Z4's low sales lead to overall unsatisfactory sales? To answer the question, she plots the relationship between models and average sales over the past years. However, there is no obvious difference between sales in 2009 and past years. The hypothesis is rejected. Furthermore, Dora notices the sales of X3 in 2009 are unusually lower than its average sales. This may explain the overall low sales. Dora creates two facts about X3 with text and highlights. She adds them into her story and ends her exploration. Next, she merges two facts about X3 in one slide and removes the fact about Z4. Finally, Dora clicks the export button and downloads her presentation for further adjustment and presentation. Now let's get inside Notable and see how it works. When using Notable in JupyterLab, users first specify visualization in the input cells of notebooks. Notable can identify potentially interesting data facts, such as a turning point in the chart. Then it adds visual embellishments to illustrate the data fact to save the effort of annotation. Furthermore, a text description is also generated to waive the need for manual documentation. These illustrated data facts are presented in plot widgets for users' customization and selection. In this way, users can simply click to document interesting data facts without additional effort. Next, user-selected facts will be arranged into a story. Notable first computes the transition costs of all potential sequences of facts. Here, a smaller transition cost indicates that two facts are more similar, such as sharing the same attributes. Then it picks the sequence with the smallest transition cost as the output. In this way, the story's audience can understand the relationship between facts more easily. By arranging data stories automatically, users can get rid of manual organization. They are still allowed to conveniently adjust the story according to their preference in the organization panel. When the story is satisfied, users just click a button to export it. And Notable will generate PowerPoint slides for the story. To make the slides more complete, Notable adds titles, chart descriptions, and highlighted keywords based on the data facts. These slides can be further improved with users' familiar presentation tools, such as PowerPoint. Here is a complete view of the workflow. With all the computation and interactive modules, users can enjoy an on-the-fly story creation experience in notebooks with Notable. To evaluate Notable, we conducted a user study with 12 participants. They had a hands-on experience with Notable to create data stories in notebooks. The participants found that the tool is helpful and has the potential to reduce their workload. The participants also provide some precious qualitative feedback to us. Here we would like to discuss some findings that hopefully help future research. The first one is that users appreciated Notable's on-the-fly experience. They thought Notable reduces switching between tools and demonstrates a promising workflow. They also realized that illustrated facts not only help with documenting findings. For example, a participant leveraged an illustrated fact as a hint to his exploration, and finally, he compiled a complete and appealing story about the movie genres. The third finding tells us that well-organized facts can facilitate more than storytelling. For example, a participant expressed that these organized facts have the potential to help him track the progress of exploration. Finally, we also learned that data workers have different preferences about slide styles. Some prefer simple slides, while others like more information in slides. Therefore, we should consider diverse slide styles in future tools. Participants also pointed out future directions for Notable, such as leveraging users' semantic information in customized descriptions for fact organization and simplifying the input format. That's the end of our presentation. Thanks for listening.